All right, we're taking a look at Fairvue Plantation up in Gallatin. The homes price report is December 2023. We saw 4 homes go close. We saw 2 more go under contract in the neighborhood. Let's roll through the closed ones real quick. This one on Noah at $830, great price. Bigger one up there, $3,600. Still only a 3-bedroom. There's probably some extra rooms in that one that kind of make it feel like there's potential extra bedrooms. If you haven't been through that section of the neighborhood, I really like it. I mean, it's set up. It's got that little park in the middle that everybody's kind of surrounded around. That's good, clean house. Yep, familiar floor plan. You'll see this one kind of repeated a few times in the neighborhood. Well done kitchen. Looks like it's in great shape. It might have even been updated a little bit. Built in 11, but looks like it's probably been updated between then. Great house. An $830 is a great price for that section of the neighborhood. Typically see that stuff trade in the 6s and the 7s. So getting $830 for that one is well done. And then we got one at 1.4 over here in the Gracie Lake section over on Farrington. Let's see what kind of views it's got out the back. Really pretty. You're on the lake back there. You have the golf course goes down both sides. You have a par 4, par 3, par 4. And just there's Gracie Lakes back there, and it's just a really pretty view. Tried to capture some of that sunset, not the clearest photo, but there's a great picture of the golf course setup around Gracie Lake, and then this one little section that's gated over here is what everybody refers to as Gracie Lake. 1.4 is a great price for anything. I mean, not really on the dockable water section of the neighborhood, so well done by those guys. And then we had one on Fairvue Village, $555. For the non-updated ones, we're typically seeing these kind of get back into the 500s. I'm going to assume the inside. I love that hedge, by the way. I just think that's such a cool thing they've started doing, which is really neat. Lots of pictures of the golf course. Let's see if we see the house in this listing at all. I'd imagine it's in here at some point. It's a little bit dated, needs to be updated. And for a project house, I mean, I call it a project. I mean, you could move in it tomorrow and it's perfectly fine, but to update it to 2023 standards, that was built in 2002, so it's about 20 years old. It probably needs 50 to 100 in work just to get it up to, where the ones that are selling that have been redone. So $555, pretty good price on the golf course. That's over there near the new tennis center. And we had one close on John Armfield at 1.2. I actually talked to this buyer, great guy. He called me just asking questions about the neighborhood because he had seen some videos, but really pretty house. I mean, big, good size. It's not a 2023 build. It's not going to look like, a new construction one. It's going to have a lot of details that we saw when this was built. I'm assuming 15 years ago, probably. But lots of trim, it's like 10 pieces of ground molding on that. That's ornate. That's a lot of detail in there. But I mean, good square footage. You're on the golf course or right by it. Built in 2003, so it's 20 years old. And then we saw a couple go pending. One over on Isaac Franklin for $685, 2,500 square feet. That one's probably been more redone on the inside. And then we saw one up on Kelvington. That's up in that front area of the neighborhood, 2,700 feet. Listed at $770. There's some interesting light fixtures on that one. I kind of want to check those out. 3 of them over the kitchen island. Don't usually see that, but doesn't look bad. I don't hate it. I really like the fireplace around there. That's a cool detail with those elongated tiles. That was 2-story. I mean, what you see in that front section is a lot more just straight up 2-story. I don't want to say production build, but I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's less custom than what you see in the rest of the neighborhood. So still don't have a ton of inventory on the market. There's only 10 homes in the entire neighborhood. 2 under contract. I mean, it's November, so we have seen our transition back to a more seasonal market. So I think that's fairly normal and probably what we're going to see going forward unless something crazy happens. So I would expect all these homes to sell, early next year, early spring, and then we'll transition to our normal spring market when we'll see more stuff come on. Hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions about any home in the neighborhood, happy to answer it for you. I mean, I've sold 4 in there this year. I'm up there pretty regularly. Know it really well. Could probably answer any question you got. If not, I can track it down. So hope that's helpful for you, and I'll talk to you soon.